Welcome back, everybody. Well, this is it. These are the only packages I have in the entire house that have tools in it for a tool haul. I don't plan on buying anything this week, but you never know. So I might have to change it up a little bit in the next few weeks. But let's take a look at these. So this first lot up, I paid $29. So occasionally I go on eBay and just search for lots in the tool department. And I found these. As you can see, it's marked Snap-on. I paid $29.01 to the door. These are, well, at least I believe they are, carburetor gauges. There's a whole bunch of them here. I believe they're for setting up the floats and metering rods. There's a bunch of them here now. I've had them in the past that are made by Carter, or that are stamped Carter, but these are, I believe, going to be the same gauges, but they're snap-on gauges. I will see if I can cross-reference that number and see how closely, if at all, it matches the Carter numbers. But I figured I bought these just to sell them because I think they're made for like 1940s, 1950s carburetors, and I certainly don't have a use for them. But $29 for all of these, and if you look at sold prices, a lot of these individual pieces just like this are $15 to $18. And yeah, it might take a few years to sell them, but there's like 40 pieces in here, so it might potentially be a few $100s off of a $29 investment. So this next lot I actually bought off of Whatnot. I do plan on doing some future shows on Whatnot, not sure when, but I was just bumming around down there and found these. There's two of them. They are magnetic wristbands, and I was basically just curious. I paid, I think, like $7 each. Doing a little project in the house where you have screws that you want to keep close by, or maybe you're up on a ladder and you need both hands, but you need a few extra nails or something. Don't know how much weight they hold. Probably not a ton. This is a old Craftsman bottle opener. Oh, it actually will hold that, and this thing probably weighs at least 8 ounces. So yeah, just a little gadget. Maybe maybe it's something I'll use or never use, but I saw it and I just grabbed a couple. Impulse buys, you know how it goes. So truth is, I don't know what's in this box. I know it's from November of 25. I tried to look through what I purchased around that time, and I don't see anything that matches this tracking number. So I guess I'm going to be trying to figure it out once I open it. Whoa. There's a bunch of Snap-on wrenches in here. Huh. Well, that's strange because I could not find anything on the tracking number from when I bought this. I would say definitely a good surprise, because there's some pretty nice wrenches in here. Let's take a look here. First one up is a 15/16. It's a ratcheting wrench. It does not have a reverse lever. Sounds like a fine tooth. Oh, it's an SOEX too. So it's a SOEX R30A. So it's got the extra, this is a Flank Drive Plus. It's got the extra teeth. So Flank Drive Plus and ratcheting. So yeah, that's a pretty good start. I'll have to see what I paid for this if I can find it. Also have this 1 1/8. I think these are all going to be Snap-on. I didn't look at them all yet. Oh, there's another SOEX. That's always a bonus, because that's a pretty expensive wrench. I would guess that wrench alone, if you went and bought it off the truck, $100, $120 maybe. Also have this obstruction wrench. I can't quite make out the size. It's a little bit rusty, a little surface rust. Can't quite make out the size on here. Maybe it's stamped somewhere else on here. But got that one in there too. I have a couple of these box wrenches. This is a 15/16 by 1 inch, 12-point offset. These are the old I-beam style. Another one like that here. This one's going to be a 1 1/16 by 1 1/4. Not seen any owner's marks, so that's good. And then we have a little bit newer style. This is a 7/8 by 15/16. It's an XB 2830. So without knowing what I paid for these, I'm going to guess I paid up a little bit because these are not cheap wrenches. Next up is a slightly modified. What is that, 1 1/8? Only slightly. Apparently they need a little extra clearance. So it is a 4-way angled wrench, so it's a 1 1/8 on both sides. Oh, it does have a little mark there as well, and there. Also have this 7/16 combination. Ooh, this is a good one. 10 millimeter. This is the flare nut open end version. Got a 5/8 short handle combination. Slightly used and abused. 12 millimeter. Older 11/16 combination. Here's a little newer one. It's 9/16. This is a B series. So probably one of the newer versions within maybe 10 years. Also have this 5/8 Saltus wrench. Or maybe you call it a socket wrench. And then I believe the last thing in this box is another obstruction wrench. This is a 9/16, much cleaner than the last one we had. I always notice that they have a narrowed box end on these. It's never squared up. It's always angled. Maybe it helps get it into the tighter spots. Moving on to the last box. Let's see. I paid $47.48 for the contents. This one came from another death scroll on the eBay. There's so many different listings and tools that you find some interesting stuff once in a while. There's 2 of these. I don't know if this plastic bag they're in is original, made in China. Figured they would be. So I think this is maybe just for protection. So they're keychains. They're tool keychains. So I'm gonna take them out of this box, or I should say this bag. So the card is not even punched for the hanger. So I would imagine this would have been in an old hardware store, something like that. On the end here we have an adjustable wrench, and it actually does work. Got 2 of those, a couple slip joint pliers. Then we have a couple pipe wrenches, and they actually do move. They don't work very smooth, but they work. A couple of hammers next, I believe. Claw hammers. Next up is some lineman pliers. And then I believe like some nippers or nail pullers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds, 2 of each. So I paid, like I said, I think it was $47 for 2 of these. So like $24 each. So basically $2 a keychain. And this is what happens when you scroll on eBay too much. But they are kind of cool, even if they are made in China. Sort of a short but sweet tool haul today. Like I said, this is all I have. Until I buy more tools, I won't be doing any more tool haul videos, but I do want to switch it up a little bit. Maybe get a few more cleaning videos in and other types of videos. But that's going to be all for this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.